What is up, guys? In this video, I want to introduce you to some of my favorite people. These are bus mates slash tour mates, and most importantly, bandmates. This is the For King and Country band, and I just want to introduce you. This is not just going to be introductions, but this is going to be a gear rundown. So let's get to it. Baby!
Yo, what's up, guys?
Yo, walk us through kind of your setup, bro.
I'll start with some sticks. Yeah. So I recently, just in the past couple months, officially switched over and joined Vic Firth Sticks in the game. I feel so cozy. Literally, when I started playing with them, felt like a completely different player in the best way. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Vic, Joe Testa, Eric, and the team. And here we got the Franklin, straight from Franklin, Tennessee, local homies. Shout out to Will Chapman and the team. They make incredible drums, and I love it. Support local homies. But Maple Kit, the 3-piece, it sounds absolutely insane in these arenas. And I'm just super thankful to play their drums. And yeah, much love to the homies. On heads, I'm endorsed by Evans Drumheads. I like to use single ply thinner heads, get more tone out of the drum. So I've got the UV1s on the tops and the Evans EMAD on the kick, G1 clear on the bottoms for resonant heads. And then on my popcorn snare over here, I've got the heavyweight. It's a little bit drier. I don't have to put any dampening on it. Good crack. Endorsed with DW hardware, rocking the 9000 series. Currently endorsed PAISTE Cymbals. Shout out to Javier. Running basically all Masters series except for my hi-hats. I got my PAISTE Masters Thin 22, my Dark Ride 22, Dark Crash Ride 20, and then these are my favorite hats in the world, PAISTE 2002 Big Beat 15-inch hi-hats. I usually rep Drumdots for like drum dampening. I like it on the snare, keeps it nice and crispy. But recently, I started trying out these Snare Weights, dude, and I love them. They're super versatile. You can pop it up if you don't want it, slide it down, or if you want less, you can fold it up. But I love them because when you hit the drum, they kind of pop up, let the drum resonate, and then it mutes it again. So I'm using 6.5 by 14 raw brass by Blackbird. It's my favorite snare drum. Absolutely love it. That's my rig, guys. Pumped to be here. Let's get it.
Next up, we got the amazing Daniel Waterbury.
What's up, everybody? Welcome up my steps.
Stairs? Wow.
Riser.
Wow.
So to your right here is the guitars that we use throughout the night. We've simplified it to 3 guitars, which is great. We got this Martin D acoustic. We got this really cool Dan Electro baritone reissue. This is the one I'm using almost all night. It is a Nash thin line. It came in sunburst, but we repainted it because it matches the rest of the vibe. I'm using the Dario 11s in case anybody specifically would like to know. Super cool. My riser has this amazing micro cord, which we use periodically depending on the tour and the set. Right now it's running through my pedal board. So if we move down here, we have an AB switcher here that goes, red side is guitar, blue side is micro cord, so we can run the micro cord and my guitars through the effects. So with my role, I'm thinking of my role as more sound effects a lot of the time. Of course, there's guitar lines that like match bass and parts like that are quintessential guitar, but most of them I'm trying to kind of replicate some of the sounds of the amazing Mark Campbell. Shout out Mark Campbell. EP boosters on all the time with some explosion sounds as you get up here. We've got a simple drive section with Klon, carbon, and then once we get into stereo, this is amazing for giving me a wider stereo signal. The Deco's such an underrated pedal in my opinion. But with these two, the wet effects, I have attached to a MIDI controller so I can go through the song. So for example, Joy to the World, top of the set. And then I go to the next song or the next part of the song, verse, Baby Boy, and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to simplify it, and that's about it. This is really where the tone comes from.
That's facts.
I mean, This is really the secret. So, if you don't take anything else away from this video, it's this.
Wow.
This is what you need to know.
Oh, no way, dude.
What a man.
The man behind the camera, Mr. D. Lopez. All right, Danny, what are you showing us here? What do we got?
Yo, so we got the main board. This is the workhorse. All the pianos come from this board. It's the North Stage 3. We have our set list kind of going back to back to back. There's a lot of main stuff that happens here. Let's go to the bass world. Bass world. There's bass world, but also kind of slash synth world. We hold down a lot of like plucks and big stabs here at this station with the Juno 106. Up here, we have the Moog Subsequent 37. This thing is amazing. It sounds incredible. All of our bass sounds are out of here. Also, as I'm playing Juno and if someone else is playing bass, I get to do a little lead sounds here and just kind of like beef up the music. Over here, let's talk about the basses, you know what I'm saying? We got the old girl, the old faithful, Dusenburg.
Let's get it.
It's a hollow bass, semi-hollow. It's an incredible sounding bass. A lot of like songs that we do like a lot of bass chords on, we usually pick this bass up. Over here we got a little Fender Jazz. I love this bass, it has that vintage vibe to it. All right, here at the pedal station, there's not a lot going on, to be honest. We got a tuner that goes into a compressor, SP compressor, super simple. Then we got the micro pog for octave stuff. I love this thing right here, the Alpha Omicron. I have the Alpha and Omega, which is really amazing too, but we bought a smaller version for this tour. And this thing is nasty, dirty, but also like, you can really live in between, you know, not everything's just growly. So it's really nice. And then we have a noise suppressor, just in case, like, we toss the basses around. There's 3 people that play live bass on this tour. So it's kind of nice to have something that mutes you without you trying. So big shout out to Source Audio for this amazing delay and reverb pedal. We have it hooked up to the Juno right now. It's amazing. This thing sounds like a Big Sky type of vibe, but kind of a smaller imprint, and it also has a delay in it. Yeah, this is our setup.
All right, let's take you through basically what we have. We've got 2 rigs. Over there, there is an SPD. We've got an SPD in this one. There's an MPC over in that one, and then there's an Akai. Basically, they're both sampling machines. This one was modeled after the Ableton Push. It's pretty amazing. The whole point of this was to try to get more stuff out of the tracks. So instead of having, you know, like a PERC loop and strings or whatever in the tracks or a pad, we chop that up, put it on the Force, and someone is playing those parts live. So it kind of humanizes some of those track elements. And that way, the only thing which is really cool about this band is the only thing we really have in the tracks is like maybe some BGV effects layers, maybe some pads, but the like meat and potatoes of what you hear live, we're playing it on stage. It's super cool to be able to do that.
Deena, what's up? Let's go. Tell me about your violin, yo.
Yeah, so I play violin. He's French, his name is Claude. I don't know if you knew that, Danny.
No.
Yeah, I named him. So this is an acoustic violin, and I use a pickup. I use the Realist sound clip, and it's like a piece of cork, and it screws on right next to my bridge, but not touching the bridge. And there's a clamp here, and it connects through, I wear this wire through my jacket into like a little pack down here. And that's how my violin is amplified. I also use this awesome shoulder rest, by Parastra, which if you're a violinist and looking for a good sturdy shoulder rest, I highly recommend this.
Tell me about your violin.
It was made in 1932 in Bordeaux, France, by a violin maker named Alexandre Delanoy. I think I'm saying that right. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it says. There's a little tag inside that tells me all about the instrument. I don't think it can be picked up on camera because it's inside the violin.
Let's try.
I know.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Well, y'all, Deena is amazing. She's killing it on tour with us at this Christmas tour. So, yeah, amazing.
Awesome.
Let's go. Vin, what's up, man?
What's up, man? My name's Vince. Wait, you want my full name?
Full name, man.
Vincent Giuseppe Dicarlo.
Woo!
I'm from Texas. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas,
He's a
man.
Texas boy.
Born and raised. I'm a Texas man.
He's a good guy. He's a real good guy.
I'm an old man without the arm.
Look at all he plays, man.
I play this stuff.
God,
I play this thing, which is a children's toy. And if anybody from King Country Corporate is watching it, can we replace this, please?
It's from 1992.
This thing's a Lego. This is made out of Legos. Can we replace this, please?
Vic, give me your full name. Where are you from? What do you play?
From Louisiana.
Woo.
I play whatever I can get my hands on.
That's facts.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm happy to be here, man.
He's just happy to be here. I love this guy. Let's see who we got on the PERC riser. My boy, Chris.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing? Dude, walk us through your riser, bro.
All right, let's come on up here. Look. All right, first and foremost, we have these, I believe they are, muster chimes, which you'll have all your Christmas, like big moments, and like Come All Ye Faithful, Silent Night, Joy to the World, major like chime melodies, good time. We have another muster glock, again, same Christmas elements. The most important thing in the setup that I play and that I contribute to the band is this little thing right here. It is indeed the sound of sleigh bells. I have it mounted to a hi-hat with an LP clamp. We have a lot of LP clamps for this setup because moving on to the main kind of auxiliary rig, we have a Pearl Malquinones timbale, an LP conga, I believe it's a Matador, a bunch of LP cowbells, 2 jam blocks, LP castanets. They have some Indonesian ankle bells, they have a little texture, but you can also tie it up against these two. You can kind of get some rhythms out of that. Just have a Pearl piccolo and a Majestic timpani, and that's kind of the big setup that I got going on. We got a PAISTE sus crash that I've crashed on it a bunch, but also use it for some sus moments to add texture throughout the show.
Amazing, bro.
And that's it.
So I hope you've enjoyed this rig rundown. We love answering questions as well, so if you have any questions on the gear that we use, leave a comment down there and I'll chat with the guys and we can answer whatever questions you have. We have a lot more content coming your way. We're making more vlogs, more live performances. Make sure to subscribe and like this video, share it with your friends, share it with your musician friends. Love you guys, peace.